Today we're going to take these tire chains, which are for snow traction, about 90 pounds a piece, and we're going to put them on this beautiful, wonderful, old 1962 Massey Ferguson 65 tractor. Has a do-all loader on it. It's diesel. Okay, first off, you want to lay the chains out behind the tractor, lined up with the wheels, and I like to put those clips so they're facing upwards at this point. That'll keep them from rubbing on the tire. I start with the end of the chain that has no clamps on it. The stuff you're going to need is a pair of wire cutters, some baling wire, like every good farm job, and a couple of pieces of baling twine. Okay, to start with, get the chain picked up on the end of the tractor, just kind of up far enough that it'll stay in place. Then tie a piece of twine into the last link that has a cross chain on it, on the inside. Then you want to thread that twine through the wheel forward of where those links are going to end up, and then pull it as tight as you can, and that's going to hold the chain in place. You got this piece of twine going through the wheel, holding the end of that chain in place. It doesn't have to be super tight or anything crazy like that. Now we got the chain on the other side. You see that outside link is just holding on there through the baling twine through the wheel. And over in here, same story. Baling twine up there, just through that last link. And it's got it tied to the wheel there. Okay, so now we're just going to drive forward slowly. As you drive forward, the chain's just going to pull up on the wheel. Brought a camera man in there, I guess. Yeah, you know, you might miss some stuff you have to straighten out by hand. Now what you want to do is go forward until the piece that you have tied is about in the middle of the wheel. On the back side like that. Alright, so now you can see our string here has this bottom chain pulled up pretty decent. And then the top chain's just draped over by its own weight, and everything's in about the right position. So now we go to hooking it up. Now chains don't have to be super tight. They just kind of go on there loosely. They need to rattle around and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure here, and it looks like I can take that link right there. Good old one-handed YouTube videos, but not that kind. Alright, so then you take this over center thing, lift this washer up, slide it down in between the links. Sticky and rusty. Put it in there like that. Now for the purpose of this video, I'm doing this in a nice fall day, a little bit crisp, but typically you'd want to do this when it's like sub-zero and there's snow on the ground and you can't find your gloves and your wife's got the truck stuck down the ditch and you got to go get her. That's a much better time to be putting your chains on. Okay, so I'll do this other side here. Just going to measure up here, find about, it's got the link I wanted, and I'm just going to put it through that little over center catch. Sorry. And get that washer down on there, and that holds it. And that, right now the chain is basically on. There's some more work to do. So this set of chains I have here also has this like extra little section of chain. These need to be looped up and hooked on up there. So let me get that in position. So that kind of just doubles up there. I probably should take some links out of the chain someplace else to make it tighter, but you just take this hook and you hook it over here into one of these loops. This hook here goes into one of those loops. Alright, so after a little bit of struggle, we got that one hooked up there into that side chain. And over here, a little harder to see, you got this hook here, those little short chains just go into one of the side chains. Alright, so at this point you got this, the end of this chain just kind of hanging out. So you're basically going to take a loop of baling wire and just bail it up so it won't flop around too much. Then just cut your baling wire off and tuck these ends up in there kind of so they won't be snagging your clothes or anything. Then that's good. At this point you can just cut that baling wire off. We'll put the link together in the inside. Always be sure to pick up your little bits of wire, especially if you've got cattle. Good manners. Alright, got the other side all tied and wired up there. On those wire ties, I like to go through a couple of times, just, you know, the chains rattling around. You don't want it coming loose in the middle of winter when you're up to your ankle, up to your knees in snow. Okay, chains are both on. Links are tied up. I'm just gonna fire up the engine again here and give you a little idea. So we got puts fuel on, push that in. This gear shift over here has to be in the middle position. It's got 3, it's got to be in the middle. I usually leave that one in neutral. That doesn't have a lockout. Throttle just about where it was when it was idling before. Hit the key and see what happens. Usually it starts something like that. Alright, so we'll just take first high and you can hear the chains. It always sounds a little like, I don't know, jingle bells or something. They kind of make the tractor ride a little rough, especially where that double set goes through. Oh, already got something coming loose. Probably one of those extra ones. I'll take a look at that. So I feel kind of dumb. I forgot to hook these up here. So I'll take these and hook them up to link up here like I did on the other side. Okay, so now that little extra piece is in here and just goes through a link. And then you noted the way we pulled them on, these sharp edges are out away from the tire. Same with that little link there. And now it's done. Chains are on. It's not even snowing yet. So thanks for watching.